Guys, what is up? Welcome to TSP TV. And in today's episode, I do got a little screen recording presentation for your entertainment purposes. And you may have been aware or already seen that we are on wordplays.com, which is an anagram generator. Now, before we get into what we're going to be doing today, I will cast your minds back a little bit. Certainly for those of you that do follow my channel, if you're a newcomer to TSP TV, a big warm welcome. Stick around, check out my playlist. You never know much you might like. But anyway, those of you who do follow TSP TV, if I can cast your minds back to maybe the weeks leading in to the announcement of the global pandemic, maybe the initial days and possibly week in the aftermath of the announcement of the global pandemic, we saw a trend, I guess, around the globe, certainly in North America at least, and possibly in Europe and other parts of the world. People started panic prepping or panic shopping. Many of us are preppers that already have sort of supplies and stuff on hand for eventualities like this, but most people, the common folk, they don't have any sort of stockpiles or foods insurance or pantry items like that to see them through maybe times of need as preppers do. So it saw a lot of people going and waiting up and lining up at their grocery stores with grocery carts full of items, and some of those items included hand sanitizer, soap, and toilet paper. Toilet paper become a commodity almost as valuable as gold, and it wasn't, love nor money. It become rocking horse shit. You couldn't see it on the shelves of your grocery stores or supermarkets anywhere, and it was going for ridiculous amounts of money on sites like eBay. But anyway, the narrative of the time was, and we saw the mainstream news, and we also saw lots of social media posts about people stockpiling hand sanitizer, soap, and toilet paper. And on the mainstream, we've seen these copycat little news reports from various grocery stores or supermarkets or malls with a pretty little presenter stood outside with a microphone, maybe a mask or not, to kind of enforce the narrative of what's going on. But they kept repeating the words hand sanitizer, soap, and toilet paper, almost if they were trying to brainwash with mind control individuals into going out and purchasing these items. And maybe there's some strong evidence from the photographs and news reports of people that this worked. People did go out indeed and buy hand sanitizer, toilet paper, and soap in large amounts. Now, at the time, I said and suggested that not only was this probably a little bit of mind control and subliminal advertising going on to get people out to buy hand sanitizer, soap, and toilet paper, maybe who own the companies and conglomerates who produce these such everyday household items that are on supermarket store shelves will be indeed profiting greatly as a result of the pandemic and the panic buying. But I did also suggest that maybe if we got all those words that we keep hearing, and in particular hand sanitizer, toilet paper, and soap being among those words, if we got some of the words that we kept hearing repetitively on these mainstream news feeds and on these kind of social engineering viral posts on social media, would we get some hidden code or message? Now, some of you may be familiar with, coded messages being used with gematria or gematria, however you say it, where you change numbers into letters and letters into numbers, vice versa, and you can send coded messages via this. And also, anagrams are also a way that you can send individuals coded messages. So I'm going to put in here for you hand sanitizer, toilet paper, soap. And let's just make sure we've made no spelling mistakes. No, everything's correct and good to go. So let's hit the go button. Now, I will tell you, when I first did this, before I made this video recording, the first two words that you can make out of hand sanitizer, toilet paper, and soap are somewhat disturbing. maybe even alarming. But anyway, I'm kind of trying to make a little bit of dramatic effect for you here. I don't know if it's working. Dun, 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 dun. So get yourself, brace yourself for those first two words we will see. And it doesn't just stop there, guys. Some of the words that you can generate as an anagram from those hand sanitizer, toilet paper, and soap will be quite alarming. I might even suggest that this could be a must-see video you've got to share. But there's the first ones, right? Hospitalizations are entrapped. That is a word that you can make from hand sanitizer, toilet paper, and soap. Now, I don't even know, it doesn't really take a conspiracy theorist, and don't really know if anyone there who's just seen those first three words that you can make out of hand sanitizer, toilet paper, or soap. I can't imagine anyone would think, oh my God, that can only be a pure coincidence. That has to be a message right there for you. But it doesn't stop, guys, because we can make some extremely good words and phrases from this. Oh my goodness, remove that. I'm not very good at using this application, and it is a little bit sensitive. If you click on the buttons, then that's how you make your phrases. You press the plus to add to your phrase. So the first one there that you can make is hospitalizations entrapped are, or hospitalizations are entrapped. But if we come down, pretender is another word that you can come out. Appender, pandeer, appeared is another interesting word. Prepared is another word you can make from those. Look, hospitalizations prepared. This is the particular interesting one as well. Narrated, hospitalizations narrated, and hospitalizations pretend. Then we've also got rape comes up there. Hospitalization, rape, pretend. Hospitalizations prepared, rate is another variation that you can make in a phrase or sentence. So very, very, very interesting, guys. If we keep going down, we might find some more interesting things in this collection of words that you can make from hand sanitizer, soap, and toilet paper. Pendant, painted. Sorry, I thought that was said patent. I'm pretty sure you could make patent actually. Napped is also in there. Append, deepened, depart, parted. So a lot of interesting words, but the most interesting ones that stood out to me were particularly hospitalizations. Pretend, narrated, prepared, and entrapped are particularly interesting. Let's put hospitalizations. I don't know what I've done there. Hospitalizations. We want R, right? Oh, okay, that's just what leaves it left. But as I said, I'm not very good or used to using this application. But let's put it in again, see if we can work. Toilet paper. There we go. And there we go. Hospitalizations entrapped. Very interesting, very interesting. I'll just run through these again so you can see some of these words for you again. Prepared comes up in there. Narrated comes out there, narrating the hospitalization, in maybe narrating the statistics and the what am I looking at? The projections. There we go. Sorry about that. Pretend, that is very, very, very interesting indeed. So guys, as we say, let me know what your thoughts and opinions are of this. in the comments below and think, am I completely crazy for thinking that maybe there are hidden messages in there, or do you think it's quite clear and evident that sorry about this, that there is a hidden message there to be seen in the words hand sanitizer, soap and toilet paper. So as I said, guys, let me know what you think in the comments below, and we will see you in another inciting, enthralling episode of TSP TV. This was a shit video production. Catch you next time, guys, and until then, be excellent to one another.